Hi, it's Mikhail over here, and I hope you're doing good. If not, that's okay too. You got this. I believe in you. Now today, I'm back with a reaction slash commentary video. Someone asked me to react and comment on the P. Diddy situation that's been happening. So that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be very interesting, and I can't wait to share it with you. So without wasting any more time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's jump into the video. Badoink. So this has been posted about 2 weeks ago, so let's check it out.
It's finally happening. P. Diddy has been arrested. Anything is possible! This
I almost just went deaf, but okay. Sorry for yelling. That was very loud. Let's continue.
is a moment for celebration. For so long, P. Diddy has gotten away with heinous crimes that tons of people knew about. From car bombs to assaults to sex crimes, it's like P. Diddy was going for some kind of high score, trying to catch every possible crime like a Pokemon.
He tried to get the EGOT of crimes, you know? I'm such an idiot. This is not a laughing matter.
He has terrorized the music industry for decades and ruined so many lives. In recent times, the evidence against him to support all of the allegations that have existed for decades has been overwhelming and led to a large investigation against P. Diddy.
Let's
and
go!
Now it looks like we're reaching the climactic finale with him being arrested. When this story broke last night,
I don't know what's going on. First I almost go deaf, and now I'm dying.
the indictment was sealed, but this morning they said, "Open the gates. Let them see." To sum it up, he has been charged with sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, or kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 till now. The allegations mirror 11 civil complaints filed against him since 2023.
How do people even do that? What goes... I know, like, status and peer pressure and fame is a thing that exists, but why force people to do stuff they don't want to do? Just go find the weirdos that want to do it with you. That sounds very mean of me to say. Just go find them and don't force the people into doing stuff they don't want to, because this is where it leads.
Really, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the P. Diddy lore. He is a horrible menace that has been around for decades. Also mentioned is that he had thousands of
I'm sorry I'm laughing, because every time I see the 1,000 bottles of baby oil or whatever, I think of this thing that 50 Cent posted on Twitter, and I'll try and find it. But it basically is a post about him standing there like, having fun at the Drew Barrymore show, hanging out here. At least I don't have to... What? At least I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at my house. I don't know if he was talking about the baby oil or if he just knows something we don't know, but so many memes spawned out of that, and it was definitely not a laughing matter, but it was hilarious to just see all the memes.
bottles of lube and baby oil that were seized from his home during those raids as part of his freak-off supplies. He also had tons of narcotics as well. So Diddy
He's a
became
rapper.
infamous for his freak-off parties that would go on for days, where he'd force attendees to not only stay there and perform non-consensual sex acts in front of him, but he would just be pumping them full of drugs, and he would be watching while furiously masturbating like a coked-out goblin. So in relation to drug charges, he'd allegedly distribute cocaine, oxy, Xanax, GHB, MDMA, and ketamine. I'm going to be very brave here for a moment and say, that's not alleged, that is confirmed. The amount of drugs this guy had here, he was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but drug.
Yeah, he's not. He didn't have a chocolate factory. He had a truck and the baby oil factory. That is so mean. I don't know what goes through your head while doing this, bro. Why? Why? I like glitch out trying to figure out. Just hire a bunch of people to come to your house and then sit and watch, bro. What the frick else do you want? I tried so hard to not swear there. I almost said something else.
Instead of candy. The amount of freaky shit
True.
they found in his house must have been like entering a separate dimension. Thousands of bottles of lube, like so much lube would make Bad Dragon's headquarters jealous. Thousands of bottles of baby oil, more than Johnson and Johnson's warehouse probably. I wouldn't be surprised
Why?
if they found the goddamn Death Note among those freak off supplies. His legal team seems very optimistic that things are going to go well for P. Diddy.
I don't
They
think
even released
so.
a statement saying, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." Hi, Mark. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you serious?
Yeah, what the f, bro? Sorry for what the f? What is wrong with you? Just go find someone else to work with or for, bro. What? He clearly committed crimes. They clearly found him out. I know that's kind of a lawyer's job to like la-di-da them away from the criminal or the person and be like, no, they're innocent. But if there's so many facts and so many proof, what is wrong with you, bro?
Like, I understand it's your job. I get that, but holy cannoli, an unjust prosecution, huh? So what if there's overwhelming evidence to support the decades worth of allegations against Mr.
Yeah.
Combs
So
here?
what?
And
Don't care
so
about
what if
that.
there's
Just
that
ignore
video of him
that.
brutally beating Cassie in that hotel?
Yeah.
He said he's sorry. Did we forget about that? He apologized. Let's all move on from it.
And she is still traumatized by it. So why? Bro, doesn't make sense. So many evidence, so much evidence against him. Do they want to get publicity out of this? Like the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing? I don't know what the frick is going on, but clearly he's not doing the right things. He needs to be arrested. Or he has been arrested. Whatever, you know what I mean.
Racketeering? You're gonna try and come after him for racketeering? Mr. Combs' brain is so rotted from years of drug abuse, he can't even spell racketeering, much less engage in it. This is a load of hooey. It's unjust. A miscarriage of justice, even. He goes on to glaze him a little bit, sucking on his cock, calling him a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, proven philanthropist. He then has the gall to say he's imperfect but not a criminal.
I have to disagree with him on that because this guy is 100% a criminal. This lawyer or whatever is just trying to make people think that he just made some teeny weeny eensy mistakes and he's just a human. No. Making a teeny weeny eensy mistake is bumping over someone's drink and being like, sorry, I'll buy you a new one. Not whatever the he's doing, bro. Not no.
And then says he's been nothing but cooperative with this investigation and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please
Sure.
reverse your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. See, that's the thing, Mark. People have all the facts because
Yeah.
there's so much evidence with the facts.
Mountains.
There is video evidence
Yeah.
to support the facts. What do you mean? Again, I know he's just doing his job, but that shit is so shameless and foul. I don't know how you sleep at night when you have to defend someone that is obviously guilty like P. Diddy.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild to me.
I would just go
P.
find
Diddy.
another.
31 minutes ago, Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. They done caught the diddler.
They caught
They
the
also had
diddler.
that video drop of him beating the shit out of her recently. And then he released the apology video about it. It's always like I understand it's their job to defend their clients, but it's always just so crazy. A statement from Mr. Combs' legal team said that they are disappointed with the decision to prosecute him and noted that he had been cooperative with the investigation and had voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Ugh. We're so disappointed that they're actually trying to hold him accountable.
For
Like,
what he
we're
did.
really upset
Yeah.
about that,
We're
actually.
so upset,
Yeah,
bro.
there's overwhelming evidence to all of these awful, awful crimes that he's committed, including
just-
that video of him beating the shit out of Cassie. But like, why would you like? I thought this was a free country. Why would you try and like punish him for that? I'm assuming the apology video didn't work. We don't know yet.
Unfortunately, no one is above the law. Except the people paying the law. I don't know how that kind of works. But, you know, there's kind of a song and it goes, I run from the law and the law won. So most of the time, just accept defeat, bro. Plead guilty, you're gonna get a shorter sentence. The more you fight it, the more it's gonna cost you, and the happier the lawyers are gonna be. But that's not the point, you know? That's not the point I'm trying to make.
We don't know. Maybe they'll send the apology.
I laugh when I'm
video
uncomfortable, I'm sorry.
out to the powers that be, and they'll be like, "Wow, he is reformed. This is a good man. We can't punish him for. He's changed. He has changed so much. Look at this apology video and how sincere it is. We're dropping the charges."
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now, Combs.
It takes. I'm not gonna show any of that. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
no, it's, yeah.
It takes a big man like Puff Daddy to take full responsibility after saying he's gonna make no excuses and immediately starting the video with an excuse about hitting fucking rock bottom or whatever. Ah, man. A beacon of strength, really. It took a lot of courage for that apology video.
So much
I respect
courage,
50
bro.
Cent being a massive hater and selling the documentary Diddy Do It. 50 Cent has been like, I would say, an elite level hater of P. Diddy for quite a while.
And now we probably know why, because he probably knew something about Diddy that we didn't, so that's why he's been an avid hater. To be honest, I can't remember the last time I listened to one of Diddy's songs, but you know. I'd much rather listen to 50 Cent, you know. He is, yeah, a good guy.
I don't remember how long ago this was, but there's a comment he left on an Instagram post of Diddy's that I think about from time to time and giggle on. It was P. Diddy riding a bike, and 50 Cent left the comment under it saying, "We all know there's no seat on that bike." That shit, like, I was grabbing my belly when I first read that one. I thought that was so good.
I haven't seen that, but
Earlier this evening,
it
federal
sounds
agents
funny.
arrested Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by the SDNY. United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, said in a statement, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we'll have more to say at that time." Federal grand jury in Manhattan returned an indictment against Combs, which set in motion his arrest. The charges remain sealed. Oh. Keeping him a mystery right now. A little loot box
Yeah.
of charges here for him. What was the name
Like a
of
whole
his camp
chest.
for kids? Where he like brainwashed kids and shit? Was it Puff Daddy Pastry Parade or something? What the fuck was it? Puff Daddy Love Care? Puffy Flavor Camp. That's what it was.
The singer and producer.
Puffy Flavor Camp. That's right. Basically like abducted kids.
What?
That's
No,
exaggeratory.
bro.
He
I will
didn't,
never
like, abduct
send
them himself, but that shit
send
was
my children
foul.
to that. No.
The 48 Hours with Justin.
I don't even
Oh,
have
yeah.
children.
The P. Diddy clip with Puffy Flavor Camp. He was like, I don't remember the whole. I'll pull up the clip, I guess, in a second. But there's a clip where there's an interview, and he's like, no. Justin's got 48 hours with Puff. He's got a 48 Puffy
Yeah,
hours.
I saw that.
No interruptions.
Poor Justin Bieber, whatever he went through, bro. We knew nothing. We understand it now. We understand why you rebelled, you know, why you did what you did and used what you used. So let's hope you're doing good right now and not stressing yourself out about this situation. Hopefully nobody has approached you since you just had a newborn baby, or your wife did. So hopefully they just leave you all alone so you can stay in your happy little family bubble and not think about whatever happened between him and Diddy, because that video, it looked sus. It's probably still sus, and I'm honest, I don't want to know what happened or what he went through, but let's just hope he's doing okay. Anyway, let's watch the end of the video.
It'll be good for him or something. It's so weird. Fucking diddler. In plain sight. Right
Plain
under everyone's nose for
sight,
years.
yeah.
Finally, though, they're acting on all of the shit. Much like
Finally.
Epstein, it feels like everyone knew he was on some heinous shit, but no one came forward because he's so influential. Well, that was one of the big things.
Yeah, he's
If
not
I remember
as
correctly,
influential
he had,
anymore.
like, a lot of dirt on everyone through throwing his Diddy parties. So I think that was a big piece of leverage for him in keeping people quiet for so long.
Yeah, he kind of forced them into doing stuff that they don't want to do, and then afterwards he's like, if you tell anybody about this, I'm gonna tell them what you did and blah 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 blah. So that's probably how he kind of blackmailed them, but I don't think he has the influence to do that anymore. That's why people are like stepping forward, not afraid anymore, I guess. But yeah, it's still not a fun thing to live through.
But yeah, tons of people knew all about Diddy and the terrible shit.
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next clip, or the next video that Moist just posted today. So let's check it out. The thumbnail looks pretty insane though. Combs hit with a wave of 120 new sexual assault allegations. What the frick, bro?
That advertisement next to this article's crazy. Why do gynecologists recommend this 100% leak-proof underwear to my ma'am? Hey,
What?
to USA Today's credit, at least this isn't completely inundated with ads. There's only 4 here that I can see. Usually it's like 7 or 8. Yep, so what came out last night in the P. Diddy case is a
John Diddy Combs faces 120 more abuse claims, including 25 victims who were minors. What kind of weirdo was he, bro? How many times do we have to say just leave the kids alone? They're going through enough trauma growing up, bro. Don't put them through more stuff. Wait until their frontal lobe is developed and then ask them the questions. Not that you should ask them the questions, you should just leave them alone if you want to be that type of weirdo. Just walk the other way. I don't know what goes through people's minds when they do this stuff, bro.
lawyer
I can't comprehend it.
from the Busby law firm has come forward stating that he received thousands of calls over the last 10 days, and they have verified 120 of the victims as legitimate victims, including 25 who were minors. So they have now filed a pending civil lawsuits for it, and he gave a little conference going over kind of like the gist of it. Here, this is a good like summation.
Sex trap-based lawyer Tony Busby made the revelation today.
The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent assault or abuse, facilitated with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment.
So he's going through like an entire like platinum trophy list worth of allegations and crimes that Diddy is accused of doing, with 120 new victims. So it's a lot, obviously. It's a huge fucking chunk. Which I don't think anyone's surprised by, given the scope of Diddy and the Diddy parties and all of that. But now these are being filed. They're separate from the indictment, so this is different than what Diddy is currently in jail for. And
so he's gonna stay longer in jail,
some
bro.
of the names, like accomplices, people that engaged with it, people that knew about it and did nothing, are names that will shock people.
Son accused of hitting
Nicolas
his
Cage's
mom.
son accusing him of hitting come up? What? That's not what?
Huh? What just happened? That's not what we're
Investigators
watching, bro.
corroborate What we've been told are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know
What is this
watched
countdown?
this behavior occur. And
Ads, are you kidding? Really?
That's fascinating. I hate using the internet without an ad block on.
Yeah, no,
Jesus
me too,
Christ.
bro.
Okay. Anyway, though, he goes on to say that it's more than just like the people that engaged and people that were like complicit and everything, and they have like evidence to back it up, this and that. And I can tell you, Kevin Hart
This is
is fucking sweating. You know,
yeah.
at the Diddy party, and I bet right now he is panicking. That dude.
Like most of the high-profile celebrities that went to those parties, their assholes are just doing this, you know, they're like, you know, they're just like, oh no, clenching buttholes, no, 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 you know. Not that it's something to laugh about, but you participated, you're an accomplice, which means you should be charged. So, just get over yourself. But they're just clenching there in their room.
He's gonna try and book like 1,000 rolls ASAP before it all comes crumbling down with Diddy here, I bet.
Pretty much.
But I was wondering, what names would really shock me? I just feel like everyone in Hollywood is just fundamentally evil, save for some rare exceptions.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think anyone that'll be
Mark
named in this,
Wahlberg.
if they're confirmed to be
Or
like a Diddy associate that like engaged with
Mel
all of this
Gibbs.
degenerate, awful, illegal shit.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think there's any names there that would surprise me. Like maybe
No.
Bill Nye would surprise me, or like Humphrey Bogart because he's dead. Like that would be crazy if Humphrey Bogart is in the middle of all this. But aside from that, like I don't know who else would really surprise me. Maybe like Wumpus from Discord would be another one that'd be pretty shocking.
I was gonna say Oprah, but
Keanu. Oh, Keanu Reeves would be a very shocking
Keanu
one.
Reeves,
But
yeah.
I'm so confident
Yeah,
he
that would
wouldn't
be a
be
shocking
involved
one.
here that it's not even a thought that crosses my mind.
yeah, no.
Like he doesn't engage with any Hollywood zombies or anything really.
No. He's just out there, a normal person, living his life.
Brendan Fraser. That's another person though that also just doesn't really engage with a lot of people in Hollywood. He was even ostracized from Hollywood for a
Yeah.
little while. So I just don't think he'd be involved in it either. But those would be shocking. You were right. Yeah. Those were so shocking my voice just cracked. Who would be your number one pick? Like who do I think is for sure going to be involved in all of this if they ever release the Diddy list? I think obvious one, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
He's already been on video at a Diddy party. I think for
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of celebrities that maybe have done some stuff that they're not proud of at these parties, so... Like, I can't think of a celebrity that would not surprise me except for the list that they just mentioned. But if it's any, like, young actors or aspiring rappers or whatever, then they're screwed, bro, because... I don't think you can come back from this. Like, I even think Eminem wouldn't participate in those parties. I don't think he's the type of person to do that. It's just hard for me to pinpoint someone right now.
sure.
sexual abuse of minors.
Busby says the victims include both men and women, and he says some of them were minors.
Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Are you kidding?
We have an individual who was 14 years old.
Jesus
We have
Christ.
one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
And
What is wrong with you? Not even respectfully, bro. Just like straight up. What is wrong with you? A 9-year-old. It hurts my brain, bro. It genuinely
he
hurts my
says
brain.
there's evidence to prove it.
You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reports, reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals.
Diddy is being held without.
So we're going to see how this unfolds here, but he also mentioned in the conference they received 3,000 calls, and of the 3,000 calls, they verified, like they did their due diligence, according to him, verified 120 of them as like legitimate victims, and claims that they have a lot of evidence to support it. So it seems like there's quite a lot of weight to that. Like, it doesn't seem like just people trying to capitalize off Diddy for a payday. What it really seems like is now that this case has blown up, like the lid's been blown wide open, cat's out of the bag, everyone who has been a victim for so many decades is starting to come forward with their own accounts. Kind of like the March of the Treants against Isengard. So now they're all coming out, they're all talking about what happened, and apparently a lot of it's being verified. So, could be a pretty big deal. Do you think Bieber will talk? I think so. I think Justin Bieber
Eventually.
is another, like, big...
I think eventually he'll maybe come out with a statement and talk about it, but I feel like right now he's just like, I wouldn't say consumed, but like just living in his bubble with his newborn baby and his wife and just trying to stay happy and together and connected and stuff like that. So I feel like when he's ready to put out a statement, he probably will. But he hasn't yet, and that's okay because it's hard for someone to go back and relive that trauma by speaking about it, you know, seeing as all the other stuff came out, like the child stars thing, you know, Demi Lovato's thing that just came out. So I feel like it's hard for them to talk about it, and I feel like he's just living in his little happy bubble for now until it feels like maybe it's the right time to do it. So that's what I think, at least.
victim in all of this. I think he'll probably come forward. I don't have a crystal ball or anything to predict it, but I just feel like Hollywood did Bieber so dirty.
Yeah.
Like, openly sexualizing him as a child and all of that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's probably going to speak about it.
40-year-old
Why are people
women
saying
hitting on
DiCaprio?
him
I don't
while
know,
he's
is
like
DiCaprio
16
a good
or
friend of Diddy's?
17.
Or is he like a victim? I don't know about the
I would be
DiCaprio
so
connection
uncomfortable.
to it all. I love this. Look at all these wonderful ads I get in my article. My article's somewhere in here, I'm sure. You
Yeah,
just gotta
sure,
find it.
somewhere.
Reports suggest, including Diddy himself, required IV drips. Yeah, this is all what we've known about it for a while, but where is Leo? Here we go. The last occasion they were photographed together was in 2019 when Leo, 49, attended Diddy's 50th birthday celebration.
Okay, but that doesn't surprise me at all, bro. He just dates.
That's crazy. I clicked this link expecting it to
Women
have the
below
photograph. What
25.
it did is it just linked me back to the same article I was reading to try and farm more ads off of me. You make me fucking sick, Irish Star. We'll see what comes from it.
Yeah.
P. Diddy's lawyer hasn't spoke on it yet. He's still too busy fighting on the front lines about the baby oil stuff, so we'll have to wait to see what Mark says. I'm sure Mark will dismiss it as just people like trying to pounce on Diddy for money. That's the angle I think he's going to try and claim. That's just my
Probably.
guess, based on everything I've seen from Mark, but we'll see. I know Costco responded saying they don't even sell baby oil or whatever. I saw. I don't think anyone's surprised. Mark was just fishing for any kind of logical reason. Like, he was doing his best. He is obligated to defend everything Diddy does and has ever done.
True. I'm just seeing this here. 50 Cent is producing a Netflix docuseries on Sean Diddy Combs highlighting allegations of abuse, trafficking and other criminal activities over the years. Let's go, 50 Cent. Exposed all them bitches. No, I'm just kidding. But go. Do that. You're doing the right thing by doing that.
Like, even with that video of him beating the shit out of Cassie, Mark defends it as like, well, you need to kind of understand the context. She threw her phone at him.
Wow. If someone throws a phone at you, let's beat the living shit out of them. That's probably one of the worst things you can do in my book is hurt children, women, or animals for pleasure or because you feel like you're entitled to do it. Can you see me glitching up here, bro?
So, I mean, like, like, it's not good. It's not good to beat women, but I mean, we need to remember, she threw her phone. So, like, it's Mark's job. Of course he's going to defend it. God, that LeBron meme has been around for so long, and for the first time it's actually somewhat applicable with Diddy. How will it affect his legacy? If LeBron is somehow included in these claims,
That would be insane.
and it's like verified, it will actually fucking tarnish his legacy.
Yeah, then nobody's gonna give a about
Maybe
LeBron
not.
James.
I say that, but then I remember that basketball still celebrates Karl Malone, and he impregnated a 13-year-old. The guy's a rapist, and then they still celebrate him. So maybe
they're just trying to outweigh the bad with the good, like stack up all the good things and just press down the bad things so people would forget. But most of the time people just don't forget. It's not gonna be like, oh, that's the guy that played basketball. They're gonna be like, oh, that's the guy that made a 13-year-old pregnant, I feel like that's how some people would see it. That's just disgusting. I would not want to leave a legacy behind like that, if I'm being honest.
it wouldn't, actually. Chat, did Baba Vanga predict this? Oh, we need to check. Yeah, I didn't look at Baba Vanga's predictions to see if they lined up with this. She very well could have. I really do, again, I'll say it again. I really do think Diddy's not going to get Epsteined. I think we'll eventually know the depths of the depravity, and I think we'll know a lot of the celebrities and associates that were engaged.
Yeah. It's gonna be a dark time
That's my prediction.
for Hollywood.
I don't know who
when
all
that
is going to be
comes out.
implicated beyond, like, the obvious, like Kevin Hart and all that, but I do really think for sure he's not going to get Epsteined. We can only clear one person for certain, 50 Cent.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the only guy that's innocent.
Yeah,
He's been shitting on Diddy for years.
yeah. And
Can
now
you
we know
imagine,
why.
though, if he is actually named in this? That would be... Actually, that name would shock me. That would be one of the
50
few
Cent, yeah.
names that would actually shock me.
That would probably be one of the names that shocked me, seeing as he's making an entire docuseries against everything that he did. So maybe what happened, maybe he attended like a couple parties or like one or two parties and then he found out and then he was like, nah, I'm not doing this. This ain't for me. You can enjoy yourself, bro. And he just dipped. And from then on out, he's been like a hater and been like, no, I'm good, thanks. You can do whatever you want over there in the corner. The way I'm explaining stuff, bro. But yeah, let me know what you think of this drama and what's going on. Probably by the time I post this video, there's probably gonna be some more info out on it. Because I just watched these two videos together to make one video to make it a bit shorter, but it's already 35 minutes long. So it's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna have to sit there and edit it. But yeah, let me know what do you think about this whole P. Diddy situation and what name would shock you the most and what name would shock you the least to come out on this list. And if you're still here, make sure to comment. What are we commenting? Comment 50 Cent if you're still here. Which I doubt a lot of people are. But me being realistic and not pessimistic, I don't know. Anyway, Make sure to smile today. Your beautiful face deserves it. And don't forget to do the 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading and responding to your comments. And you can join the Discord down below if you want to as well. If not, that's cool. And yeah, make sure to check out my other videos and playlists. They'll really help with my watch time. And I feel like that's all the plugging from me for now. And I'll see you in my next video / stream. I hope you have one rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.
Catchy tunes and laughter bright. Hit subscribe and light the night. Stay a while, come back again. Join the fun with all your friends. Hit subscribe, join the team. Share the love, it's like a dream.